do our live this evening. I'm so excited to have Leah Hunsness on. I'm sorry, Hunsness. I missed an S there.
It's okay.
Leah Hunsness on with us.
I think I always add an H or L to your name. Okay.
She is the creator of the wonderful product that I've been talking about for probably a year now, French Face Concealer. It is mature skin friendly. I would have to say it's more than friendly. It's mature. It's a mature, beautiful product made for, oh my gosh, everybody. Just 40s and up. If you've got a fine line or wrinkle on your face or a pore that you want to hide, this is amazing concealer. So Leah actually is a seasoned expert. She's got experience with all kinds of beauty companies, Too Faced, Sephora, Smashbox, Gucci Beauty, and she has really created a stellar product. And we're excited to play around, have some girlfriend time, and talk about this. So if you have a question, definitely chime in and ask. I know some of you guys have already purchased this, and this is not a sales video. We just wanted to come on and have some fun and tell you that there's something out there if you're struggling. Okay, that's it. Otherwise, we're just going to have fun.
Yeah.
So, hi, Melinda and Leah. Now, I am totally blind without my glasses. So once I take them off, if I miss a comment, you just jump right in there because my audience is your audience. These are our people.
These are our people. Yes, Mary, this is Maxine's Revenge, and we will talk about that and many other things, hopefully.
Yes,
well, maybe absolutely. Not many things. We only have 45 minutes.
Yes. Okay, so you want to just jump right in and do some makeup?
Let's do some makeup, girl.
Okay. All right, awesome.
By the way, for everyone to know, Camille and I are actually friends. This isn't we actually reached out to each other. I think I reached out to you first ages ago.
I don't know. I was kind of watching Michelle Spieler and I was and I think she mentioned you. She did a list during, I think it was part of the pandemic maybe.
I think it was when she going through her
favorite creators.
She did when she was gone for her little pruning, she did a bunch of videos about different creators that she over 40. But I think I found you online, and I don't know, somehow I must have DM'd you and wanted to be your friend, and then we Zoomed a couple times and talked on the phone a couple times.
It was destiny. Yeah. It was destiny. And let me tell you, everybody, thank you so much for joining us, by the way. I know for some people it's dinner time, others it's, we're just kind of getting through the rest of the day. But it's so much fun to talk to Leah. Anytime you see her online anywhere, she goes live all the time. Anytime you find her, she's so down to earth. So there's never a dumb question, ever.
No,
so if you have a question, this is a great time to answer it. To get it answered.
Yeah, there's really no dumb question at all.
Absolutely.
I don't go live as much, but I need to get back to that. And I think I found someone to help me with orders, so that will help. So what do you start with? Because then I'll have time to go live is what I meant to say. So fingers crossed, everyone, that this last interviewee works out, because I really do want to start going live again.
Yeah.
So do you want to just do your way, and I do my way?
Yeah, let's do that. And that way everybody kind of gets two different, ideas of how to do it. So I think that'll be the most fun. And also, can you share with everybody how they can find you online and how they can follow you?
Yes. So I'm at Maxine's Revenge. That is my handle on Instagram and Facebook. On Facebook, I also have a private group which you can join, Maxine's Revenge Insiders. And I'm just a little bit more off the cuff there, a bit more reelsy, I guess. And I'm on TikTok, Maxine's Revenge, and YouTube, Maxine's Revenge, which I need to be doing more videos for, but I do a lot of shorts.
Okay, great. So now you guys know how to find her. And when this live is over, I'll put a discount link in the description so you can actually get 10% off if you want to try this, or you just need to restock. Absolutely use that. And
please do, because there's no discounts on my site. So the only discounts on my site are through Camille. Like, she has the 10% off, and it adds up. It's like a cup of coffee, it does add up.
Absolutely. And I, as an affiliate, I have to tell you, I do earn from
I
sales.
want you to,
So
yeah.
yeah, we have to say that up front, just to cover our behinds, but it's good for you to know too. So I appreciate the support for the channel because I don't have a, payday.
Yeah, I get it, girl. I want to support the community. By the way, Mary um, got concealer in the mail a couple days ago. So I don't know if you got French face, but okay, I'm glad
Yay!
that you did. And hello from Northern Ireland. Nice to
Hello
have
from
you
Northern
here.
Ireland. By the way,
Heck
Maxine's
yeah,
Revenge ships worldwide, so
I
just
do.
know that up
I do.
front. It may cost you an
Okay.
arm and a leg, but she does it.
It does. Okay, so Mary, thank you for using Camille's link because that is really the way I like to get people to shop are through their favorite creators because I
Yes,
wouldn't be
thank
where
you,
I am
Mary.
today without
Hi, Elaine.
creators. Yeah, Elaine is
Absolutely.
coming in from Northern Ireland, so it's very late for her. All right, well, I'm gonna get started. I start with the
Okay,
dark
yeah,
stuff
let's do it.
first.
Let's do it. This is super easy. Obviously we're gonna start on, well, it's kind of late, but clean prime skim, right? Okay.
Can you guys hear me okay? By the way, we were having a little technical difficulty before.
Hi, Nadia. Thank you so much.
That's so sweet.
How different is this? Tammy says, how different is this from the Jones Road? Can you tell her, Leah?
Well, it's very different because they don't have a concealer like this. They have a pencil concealer, and then they have what the foundation. So, you hear us great. Okay, good. Thank you, Elaine. So my focus are entirely 40 plus. So I don't have any models that are younger than 40 plus, and I have no intention of doing that. So Jones Road is inclusive of us, but it also caters to a younger audience as well. And the foundation they have is clean. Mine is also clean. Mine is more accidentally clean. I just wanted a formula that worked great. And the best way for the coverage that I wanted was to have it based in a moisturizer. And the cleaner the moisturizer, just the better it sat on the skin. So I have a clean product that is 69% hydrating. I think Jones Rose is also hydrating. It's just a bit heavier. It's quite heavy, and mine is very thin. So if I took out this wiper, the thing that's inside all of your lip gloss tubes, mascara tubes, and concealer tubes is something called a wiper. It's a plastic piece that kind of wipes clean the dough foot. But if you took that out and poured like that, it would just drip out. Whereas Jones Road, which I have, where is it? It won't drip. Where is
Hi
it?
there, Fiona's mom.
Hi, Fiona's mom. So here is Jones Road. It's not going to drip. It's very
Right.
thick.
So let me jump in there for just a sec. You're going to see us using this all over our face, not just as a concealer. And I just want you to see the difference in the two sides of my face already. Like this covers my redness, and I use this all the time as a foundation and as a concealer. And as you're going to see, we've actually developed some really cool ways between the two of us to use it in many other ways as well. So this is
Yeah,
now you call this a concealer concentrate.
yes.
So tell us
Yeah, I
about
do.
that.
Yeah, the why I call it a concentrate is that's what it is. It's imagine like a foundation, but more concentrated. So you can mix this in with, let's say, a moisturizer if you want. There's already a lot of moisturizer in here, but I can show you how to do that actually. Or you can even mix it into one of your foundations if you want more coverage in your foundation. So it's like a concentrate for me is a signal to you that you can use it in many different ways, almost like it's pigment.
You guys, I'm going to be silly over here. Okay, so let's see. Now, Navia says, can you play Thick of It by KSI and rate it? I don't even know what that is, but I'll certainly look it up later. And Lois says, hi from North Carolina,
Yes.
America. Hi,
Hello from
Lois.
North Carolina.
Yeah. Now I'm in North Alabama and Leah is in California.
Yeah, I'm in Southern California.
Okay, now again, look at this. And it's just it makes me look like my skin but better. And the reason for that is it's hydrating, so it just kind of gives me, I hate to say youthful because I really don't want to imply youthful, but let's say radiant, kind of bouncy look. And it also has a little bit of blurring in there, so it just glides right over those fine lines, ladies. I mean, they're still there, you can still see them, but it just softens everything. And at
Yeah,
57, I'm ready for some blurring, let me tell you.
yeah. Blurring is our friend. Just a couple of things. So I don't have any skincare products right now. I do just have this one product, the French Face Concealer Concentrate. It's 69% hydrating ingredients, 24% pigments, and the rest are 7%, which is mixed between functional ingredients and blurring ingredients. Hello from Toronto. It doesn't have a scent. It's fragrance free. Um, what is it called? There's no essential oils in there, nothing like that. All the ingredients are listed on my website, by the way, and on Amazon's website. Anywhere that I can fit the ingredients in, I put them in there so you can copy and paste into Google if there's anything that you're allergic to. I don't want anyone to have a reaction, but it's clean and thoughtfully sustainable. But anyway, so this has a lot of moisture in it, but it's not a skincare product. Like I said, it's an accidental clean formula and an accidental moisturizing formula because that's what made the makeup work best for our skin. Once you get to be a certain stage in life, your skin gets thinner and it just needs a really thin formula on top. It can't hold the heavier formulas anymore. And what makes it stick to the skin without adding in a lot of strong ingredients is just having it hydrate, having it like sink into the top layer of skin.
Okay, so I'm going to read these off and I'll let you answer them, Leah. How about that?
Sure.
Okay, so we got Happy Tuesday, ladies, sending you peaceful, positive, prosperous tidings to you and your family from Ireland. Thank you so much. And
Thank
love and
you.
hugs back to you. Okay, do you have a favorite blush, Leah?
I don't. I'm not a big blush person. I'm a believer in like less is more. I'm a kind of a super minimalist. So if you have a lipstick that you like or a lip liner, you can just put that on whatever you're
I
wearing
love
on your
that.
lip,
Yeah,
right?
I love that. Now, I am a huge blush fan. So, I love to use the French Face with a cream blush. It just glides right over it. It just, something about the cream works great with it. It looks amazing on. So, a cream blush will be a real hit with this, but you can
Which one
also
do you
use your
recommend?
powder brush.
Which one do you recommend for the cream blush?
Right now, I'm in love with my Saint because it's just so
Okay.
pretty. Let me show you. Oh my
I'll
gosh,
use the same
girls.
one. I have a Saint.
I'm gonna grab my Cindy color here. This is a pretty
Pretty.
kind of peachy orange. And I just want you to see how pretty it looks over it. It just goes so well because it keeps everything nice and luminous.
And thank you, Preppy Star, for the kind comments.
And
And
that's it. I mean,
Tammy,
it's
happy to give you
just
information.
plays really well together.
And 1979 Acker, I just use concealer. So what I did, by the way, I have the R5 from Saint. Is that not the same one that you're
Oh,
using?
that's pretty.
That's
I
not what you
love that.
used?
No, that's not what I'm using. I'm actually using, this one's called Cindy.
Cindy. Okay, got it. That's pretty. This is a Demi.
Yeah.
I think mine is Demi. So what I did is, you'll see, I just put on the bronzer. So I put on the darkest shade first to give myself some contour. Then I put on the lighter one, which is like a highlighter. And then I'll finish with my skin tone concealer, which is like light medium beige most days. And I'll show you how I do that. So I don't use foundation anymore. Not right now.
Okay, so let's see what else we got. Hope we're not overlapping. So thank you for the information. Have a good night, Tammy says. Thanks. Good night, Tammy. So hi from Ohio. Do you put foundation over this or just the concealer? Did you already answer that, Leah? Okay.
I did.
All right, I think we're up to date then.
Yeah, we're up to date.
Up to date, up to date.
So
Here's
yeah,
one way. I'm always trying to find something that will work as something kind of magical for my eyes, because I just, my eyelid skin is really crepey. It just feels like it wants to give up on me. And so one thing I started doing on days when I'm just doing quick makeup is I'm just grabbing a little bit, and I have a different color here,
yeah,
and I make sure I'm not putting too much on, and I just dab it there.
yeah.
And it is so soft and pretty in person and on camera. I mean, it's just gorgeous. And I don't need anything else. That's
Mhm.
it. So
Yeah.
I have tapped a little bit of eyeshadow over it, to
Mhm.
keep it in place when it's warmer. But in the winter and the fall, no need for that. So that's a really great way to do a really pretty eyeshadow. And then I'll use the rest as a contour.
Well, I usually recommend it. People don't all do this, but I usually recommend three shades so that you get a complete look. One is your skin tone shade, which you would use
Mm-hmm.
kind of like your foundation. And then one is a bronzer shade, which that's the one I put along the hairline and the cheekbones, and I would use that on
Yep.
the eyes and around the mouth. Then I use a highlighter shade, which is the ones that I put in here and around my nose. So I'm going to
Right.
finish my face. It doesn't take long. I mean, it's all the same formula, so it plays well together. And I'm just going to put the last skin tone on, and then I'll do my eyes with a darker French face so you can see. But using the darker one, that whatever one you buy for your bronzer, get more use for it if you also use it as an eyeshadow primer for your darker shades. And you can use it, all around your face for
Okay,
contour.
here's a fun one. You guys definitely get no men, and that's really funny. And we probably don't want them. So let's see. In the morning, we see the goblin under all that. Yes, we see goblins, and it's almost time for Halloween, so be thankful. Let's see. Super duper tips. Gloria says, "Hi, Gloria." Let's see.
Gloria.
The term lipstick on a pig comes to mind. Awesome. Thanks for watching our live. We really appreciate you being here, because every time you comment, it makes sure that this video goes out even farther. So we're doing awesome, Leah. Let's see. The eyeshadow color is nice. We don't use a lot of makeup in the North daily, but a lot of men here are really good at doing makeup. Well, that is amazing, Ami. I hope I said your name right. Now, here's one thing I love to do too. This is already concealer. It's perfect for under the eyes. So I'm going to use it to frame underneath my eye.
Yeah, exactly. Contour your eye.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yes,
it's just
19,
soft.
1979 Actor. I love it. Trolls, hit the like button. It really does help get the video out to more people.
Yes, we really appreciate all those comments, whether they're good or not. It doesn't bother
I
us.
it work. The algorithm doesn't care. It works. I
That's
thank them
right.
too. Like that's doesn't bother me.
And by the way, we'll pray for you, and we love you.
Yeah, we love you.
All right. So now that we got that out of the way,
I mean, sadly, they're not always humans. That's the thing. Is some. I mean, honestly, they're bots, so you can't really get too lovey-dovey because these aren't even all people. So it's fine.
that's so true. So
Yeah.
true. Absolutely. But I have to give them their day in the sunshine.
Yeah. I mean, they need it. That's why they're trolling because
But
they
but
need to
just
be
be clear,
seen.
we're the ones casting the sunshine. You're standing in the shadows.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
something
so
probably happened to them. So
Bird's Nest 420 wants to know if it's tight and wet. I'm
Camille, I
I'm
don't
not
think you
sure if
want
we're
to
talking
read
about
that
concealer
one.
there.
Yeah.
So there's no tight feeling from this on your
No,
face. It doesn't
Camille,
tighten
they're
up.
not talking about anything above
I'm
the
gonna
shoulders.
pretend like they are.
Just
I'm gonna be the dumb old grandma lady, okay?
oh, okay.
Okay. So Angela says, thanks for this info guidance. And what's the eyeshadow color for the lady on the left? I don't know who's on the left. I'm on the left for me. Are you on the left for you?
I'm on the right for me.
Okay. So Nadia, Camille, I know, I know, I'm so goofy, I can't help it. So I'm actually using the French face, let's see, in the deep chestnut. If you're talking to me, that's what I used for
And that's
eyeshadow.
what I'm going to use on my eyelids as well. This you
And
can
it's
use
so
as an
funny to
eyeshadow
see the
primer.
difference. It's so funny to see the difference because we are two totally different tones.
Yes, we really
And
are.
and this really isn't my color, but I look good in peachy oranges. So if I
Yeah,
just combine it all, it looks perfect.
yeah, yeah.
But when I put this on, you guys, I wanted to put it on just with fingers so you could see, because I know
Yeah.
not everybody likes to use brushes and sponges and everything.
And
And
you
it
don't.
is totally possible to use just your fingers.
You can use just your fingers. Exactly. I'm glad you showed that. I think most people actually around the world don't use makeup brushes.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I know that because I used to work at Smashbox and we had a ton of brushes. And I used to do trainings when I was traveling internationally, and I would tell people, you want them to use the brushes. Like I was training people that were working at Sephora, for example. I said, because they can't take your fingers home. As the makeup artist, you can do beautiful work on them, but your hands stay with you. So teach them how to use a makeup brush, and they can buy that and take it home with them. But it was not
Absolutely.
common. It became more common, but it certainly wasn't.
Very interesting. Oh, I hear your kitty cat.
Yeah, True has to make himself known. He's trolling.
So,
Honey, you're so
we
desperate.
got a beautiful ladies, and from Ami, yes, and thank you. Thank you. If we missed any comments, I'm sorry. Fiona's mom said you ladies are classy. We appreciate you.
Oh, thank
So kind.
you.
You guys are so good. You're so good to me. So, Leah, remind everybody how they can find you on YouTube and how they can follow you on YouTube.
Yeah, so on YouTube, the channel is Maxine's Revenge. I think that's spelled out somewhere. If not, I'll spell it. It's Maxine, Maxine apostrophe S, and then
Yes.
Revenge.
And I'll go ahead after the video sometime tomorrow, because when I go home tonight, I'm not doing anything. But when I get on here later on, I'll put a link to your YouTube page so
Oh,
everybody can
thank
follow you
you.
there. And then anybody who's interested or been sitting on the fence, thinking about this concealer, there'll be a discount link in there as well. And that'll save you 10% when you go to the website. So make sure to look for that.
Hmm. So I put a lot more of the deep chestnut on my eyes,
Mm-hmm.
which I would probably leave just as such like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I wanted to go darker, pick a brown shadow, doesn't matter which one. Actually, I'll
Ooh.
use this one from the single shadow. And it'll go even deeper.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab a brown eyeshadow. I'm actually going to grab a grayish brown,
Yeah.
like a cool brown.
Yeah, mine is a cool brown too. Kind of a taupey brown. You see?
And it just sets it in place that way. And
Yes, it
it's
does.
just so nice and soft. And it really helps with the crepey eyelid thing too.
Yeah, and also the more you're wearing anything that's hydrating, and French face is very hydrating, it's just going to help protect your skin and the investment that you've made in all the skincare treatments and serums and all that good stuff. Like hydration goes a long way. I would don't underestimate the power of just being hydrated.
Very true, very true, very true. I think it gets more challenging to stay hydrated
It does.
properly.
It does. As you're a little older. Yeah, we don't for some reason we don't hold on to it.
But if you can manage to figure out how to get your skin plumped up and get it hydrated and keep it hydrated, it really does so much better.
It really does. That's why I think about it like an investment in, or like an insurance policy with all of the expensive hydrators and serums and such that you're doing is don't use makeup that's going to dry you out.
Absolutely. Well, that just turned out pretty. Pretty, pretty. So I think that the old way of doing concealer, which is kind of like patting it on all the way up to your waterline, is really, just a waste of time and
Yeah,
product.
yeah,
And so
it
I
doesn't
tend to
work.
always do this the same way, basically. And then I use my concealer to just kind of work a little magic around that to clean it up, and then I'm done.
Yeah, yeah. It just closes off our eye if we go too high up, as you know.
So Gloria says, so good to bounce ideas around different perspectives, make it fun and interesting. Absolutely. And that's kind of why we wanted to do it this way, just to kind of show how we do it differently, different schools of thought, and where we come together, in the middle as well. And then Nadia says, OMG, kitty meowing, how cute.
He's so demanding. His name is True. He's extremely demanding. But that's it. I mean, the truth is, I was giggling to myself because going live to do French face is like a 10-minute situation. It just doesn't take long to do
Yeah.
when you're using all the same formula, and it does blend really easily. So
That's absolutely true. It is really, really quick, and I love your idea about getting 3 colors. And I know that's not in everybody's budget, so if you have to start with one, start with one. That's what I did. I bought one, and then I bought another, and now I need to buy one for my mom because she's like, "Wait, that sounds really good." And my mom's like she's gonna be 77 this month, and so she's like, "I could use a little something," and she's like, "Oh, there's blurring."
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, I don't ever want anyone to overspend at all. It's just life isn't worth that stress. But I will say, if just a bronzer, this is 33, and this will last you a whole year for sure.
Yeah,
But a
absolutely.
bronzer is going to cost you the same. It's going to be 36, something like that. It's going to be unless you're going to the drugstore, and then you can find a lot of stuff for, under 20. But in prestige, if you if you're comparing, it's not going to be that much more. The difference is just that I happen to like the way this looks better than a bronzer. I think it
Mm-hmm.
just melts into the skin better, and I just find it a little bit more versatile.
It's gorgeous. I think if I was to just walk away from making makeup videos and never have to try another product, that I would probably just narrow it down to these 3 and then whatever I'm going to use, for mascara and eyebrows. Of course, I have to have eyebrows, but, and something for my lips. And it would just be very, very simple because that's
Yeah.
what I like. I like quick, grab and go and be done.
And
And I do have
even
3 colors.
yeah,
So,
that's kind of what I do. Even if I think also for me it boils down to just not wanting just so much stuff. I
mhm.
don't want, it's not that I want to do makeup fast. I enjoy it. I enjoy doing my makeup. I don't mind if it takes an hour. That doesn't bother me at all. It just doesn't happen to take that long because I like an unfussy look. So I'm not a super finished person. When I was living in
Mhm.
Paris, that's really when I fell in love with that unfussy French style. And number two, I I don't like the way it feels to have a lot of different formulas on my face. It might look great, and
Mhm.
I think for special occasions, weddings and whatnot, you do need all the things, the primer and the setting powder and spray and all. But just for every day, I just like to use the littlest amount for the maximum benefit, the maximum
Yep.
result. And I
Yeah.
don't want to have a makeup room. I don't want to have drawers. I just don't. I don't want that consumption. I want to have like the few things that I love, quality, and in my brain, I feel calm.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
absolutely. And I think that's the way most people are, unless you're just, a makeup collector. And yeah, I think that's the way most
Which
people
you're
are.
right. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I will say having been in the beauty industry for almost 30 years and just having bins and bins of makeup, so I realize I'm coming at it from a different angle, but with everything that's going on right now in the economy, I don't want to encourage this crazy consumption.
Yeah.
Like just pick the formulas that are trustworthy and will work for you, and just, you don't have to have everything.
Right. That is so true. Boy, you don't have to have everything. There's the lesson of the evening, right? So, Boba or Baba says French Face. Yes, it's called French Face. It's by Maxine's Revenge. And let's see, 1979 ACR says, I've used Merle Norman foundation and powder for years. I never thought of just using concealer. Thanks for doing this. Absolutely.
Give it a try.
Absolutely. So I'm almost done here, but the way that I do this is I use a little bit of concealer and I've already got plenty on my face. So I'm just going to spread around what I have. And then you guys, I don't usually use any setting powder. Now I know a lot of people do, and that's fine. I usually just take a clean, dry finger and I just press into the skin, and that
that's
will
a great
remove the
idea.
excess.
Yes.
So when you remove the excess, this will work with most things, but this works really fabulous with this. It removes the excess and then it presses it into the skin. Now that's kind of sealed in there, and I don't have any creasing issues at all.
Yeah.
However,
it stretches with you.
It does. It moves with you. It does. It stretches. If you
Wow,
have to
Camille, what a
use,
great idea, though. I've never done that.
yeah, you got to try it. And of course, you have to be a minimalist when it comes to your makeup. You have to know, that you're not putting too much on. And I think that's a big lesson we all kind of have to go through, is how to not put too much on. Especially when you see the influencers, they're like, they smear all this stuff on their face and it looks crazy. If you're going to use a little bit of setting powder, I recommend, like, I love the Laura Mercier. It's got a little bit of blurring in it too. It's going to work perfectly. Tap off all the excess and then just right where you need it only. Make sure that you do the pressing thing first, because you want to make sure you're getting all of that excess off there. It's going to leave the pigment behind, so don't worry. You're not just wiping away, your concealer. And then after you've done that, then go in. Because if you try to press the makeup, if you try to put powder over too much makeup, it's still going to crease. It's just too much gunk in the fine lines and wrinkles. So you have to just use the tiniest amount, and then you can't even tell. It's just gorgeous.
That's the goal. Just make it more about you, less about the makeup, more about you.
Absolutely. John says, lovely ladies, thank you. Talk to the Hand Reviews says, fun stuff.
Oh, thank you.
And 1979 ACR says, I tell my teenage daughter less is more. The teens today just don't get it. Yeah, it's not time for them to get it. They will when it's time, and maybe they'll watch us later,
And by the way, more power to them. It's just a different look. It's just that personally, and I mean, Camille, you can do a full beat. I've seen your looks. You can go pretty strong.
I'm kind of
range. Yeah. You're a makeup enthusiast. Like, you can go all the way. I generally stick with this kind of look. So I'm less dynamic than you are, but this is what I feel comfortable in, is more of a no makeup, smudgy, but clean complexion look.
Absolutely. This is my go-to look right here. This is it. I've got to have some good eyebrows, but aside from that, everything just needs to look kind of natural.
Yeah.
Just sort of soft. So
and
absolutely. Gloria says, so much fun and joy. I'm so glad you could join us. This is so much fun for me to get to see, some of my people and hang out. And
on YouTube Live. I don't even know how this works. Does this get to appear later? It's so fun.
Absolutely. So I'll put a thumbnail on this tomorrow, and then everybody will be able to watch it forever and ever.
Oh my goodness, forever. Okay, I'm down for that.
Nadia says, you look great both ways. Thank you. And Talk to the Hand says, LOL, but I totally smack on a ton of makeup for my videos, because that's one of the reasons I started my channel, because as a mature woman, I was just not wearing makeup. I don't want to forget how. Absolutely.
So that's why I say it's just a look. I don't want to prescribe this look to others, because I respect a full
absolutely. Yeah. Marianne says, this was fabulous. Thank you for watching, Marianne. Also, if you guys know me at all, you know that I have, it's like Leah said, I have one foot in both worlds. Like, I am here for the people who want to perfect their no makeup, very casual looks every day. And then I'm also here for everybody who likes to do a little bit of drama, do a drama eye look and everything. But even when I do my drama lips and eyes, I still have basically the same face. Like it's
Yes,
almost
that's true.
identical makeup.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you're right. It's mostly your eyes, and then you'll do your lips too.
yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So Merlin says, hello, do you have any suggestions for compact for mature skin? My mother currently uses sunscreen and a MAC compact foundation with a puff, which works out well for her, but is there anything else? Leah, I'm going to let you dive into that one if you can.
I generally don't love a compact powder makeup for my crepey skin, and my mom doesn't like it for her 84-year-old skin. So I don't have any recommendations there because it's not my preference. I would recommend French Face if anybody has crinkles and they want something that's going to stretch with their reflection or their expressions. Camille does have a 10% off link. Otherwise there's no discount on my site. So I genuinely would recommend French Face. If they're, what's another compact? I guess Saint is another compact.
It is a compact, and cream makeup does work well. And here's something interesting. I'm going to jump in here just for a sec.
Please.
I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and they said, what do you prefer? Because we were talking about cream makeup. And they said, now, what do you prefer better for the French? She said the French Face or the Saint Demi colors, because they have those really great creamy color correctors. And so I've been going back and forth with this myself, using the Demi and then using the French Face. And so I had to tell her, okay, if there was only one I could choose, because I like them both, if there's only one I could choose, though, I'm going for French Face. So, and it does play nicely with other dewy products and also with your powders. So
But you
Merlin,
can use Demi with the French Face. Michelle will sometimes use Demi with her French Face as a color corrector. Demi first, and then her French Face.
Oh, I'll have to try that.
So it says, talk to the hand reviews. French Face for mature powder foundation. I don't actually have any powder foundation. I only have French Face concealer concentrate. I have 10 shades right now, and then I have 20 shades coming in April.
Which is a lot of shades, by the way. Like, she's got a shade for everybody.
Yes, I'm very excited about that. Yeah, it hasn't even been a year. It'll be a year in November that French Face launched.
Wow, that's really exciting. So, 1979 ACR, where can you find the link? I'll post the link after the live. I'll post it later tonight. Or if you get confused and you can't remember what I said, you can always email me. I'm Camille at CamilleCower.com. Super easy. Send me an email. That's not for anybody other than followers. So,
yeah, that's great. That's a good idea.
Right? Of course, it doesn't work. Other people try to email me too, but it's really just for followers.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's great. Yeah, use Camille's link because I want Camille to get a commission.
Talk to the Hand says, that's super useful information because I've wondered what can work for more mature skin. Thank you. Yeah, and Talk to the Hand, they do have some powder compacts that are nice and do look a little bit better on older skin. But the problem is when you get to the under eye area, or like if you have a lot of wrinkles around your lips, it's going to be disastrous. Or your nose. Like if you have pores on your nose, I find that they don't stick to the nose. And so I know I have huge pores on my nose, and I want those suckers camouflaged.
I do too. So. Yeah, I really did design this formula so that it will cling to the top layer of the skin with those moisturizing ingredients. That's what they're doing. And then move with the skin. And powder is really sitting on top of the skin. There's nothing wrong with powder. I love powder, but it does sit on top. So you're not going to quite get that same stretchy movement.
Yep. Okay, Fiona's mom, I don't think I saw this comment. Do you have videos on how to apply false lashes? Oh, sorry. Yes, I do. I have tons of them. You're getting married in November. Congratulations.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to make another video on false lashes. And it's super, super easy once you get the hang of it. But you definitely need to practice between now and November. And I'll make you a video. So
great idea.
Absolutely. Okay, so Talk to the Hand. Says, yes, that is what I find as well. Powder is necessary, but difficult for mature skin. Thank you. Absolutely. And if you have to powder, I always say, do it strategically. So what I mean for me strategically would be if I have to powder anywhere, it's probably going to be my nose. I'm going to powder very tiny amount there. I'm going to powder right there because I get a little bit shiny. And then right here and right here. And that's it. I want everything else to look nice and dewy. Unless I'm just going for, an all out like crazy, look. That's all I want on a day-to-day basis. But I also wanted to tell you guys that, and I'm going to make a video on this week about those lip lines, like, smokers lines, whatever you want to call them. You've been sucking on straws, smoking, whatever. I did it all, so I'm not judging. But if you have those deep wrinkles and you're trying to figure out how to camouflage those, obviously you're going to want to do all the things for skincare. You're going to want to make sure that you get you exfoliate once or twice a week based on your skin type. And then you're going to want to pack in the hydration, like really pack it in, apply it something once. I'll just say something. I'm not going to get into specifics. And then wait for it to dry down, pack in another layer, make sure you're wearing sunscreen. And then over it, the French face works perfectly because it's got that little bit of blurring. Okay. So blurring the wrinkles is fun. Okay. So let's see.
Also, I'm 55 years old, and for powder, I'm saying that just because I do have 55-year-old skin. Sometimes I'm not as gentle with the powder. I'll show you. In other words, do I think it's better to do like what Camille said and be more gentle with the powder? Absolutely. Every makeup artist will do the same thing. But I'm not a makeup artist. So
Neither am I.
sometimes, oh, you're not. Okay. But
No.
yeah, I'm not a makeup artist. So sometimes if I want to make sure that my nose is not going to shine, maybe I'm going to be outside at an event. Well, I don't go outside. I don't have events either, but pretend. I will load up the powder. I'm not afraid. Just get it in there on the
Right.
nose where you create extra sebum anyway. And then you can let it sit or not, and then just
Yep.
wipe it away. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine. So you don't have
Absolutely.
to worry if you're a little bit worried, like, oh, I'm going to put too much, or I just want you to know you're going to be fine. Just wipe away the
Yeah.
excess.
Yep. Yep. So Karen Wright says, "Hi Camille, I'm just home from work. Yay! Love this info. I'm 61 and I have to use powder very lightly. I have heavy lip lines. Yuck." I smoked
Okay.
for 25 years, so I totally get it. And then she says, "Great idea on layering the hydration. Definitely going to try that." Yeah, absolutely. And one thing, we really, really try this if you have not done this yet, is as soon as you get out of the shower, make sure you're slathering something on as soon as your skin, like even before it's dry.
Yeah.
First layer, let
Yeah.
it dry, brush your teeth, another layer,
Yeah.
not heavy layers, light, thin layers. And then 2 or 3 of those, you're going to look
I
beautiful.
agree with you. You know what I started to do is I started to use essences, toners and essences right out of the shower because
Yep.
there's nothing thinner and it keeps you wet. Until the time you're dressed, your skin is going to be moist. And honestly, hydration is the secret to looking better kind of quickly. Then all the other stuff, the tretinoins and vitamin C and all the other stuff, it's going to take a bit of time. But hydration is like quickly.
Yeah. And tretinoin isn't for everyone. I can't use it at all. I just don't. I don't use any retinols or anything. No. There's only literally one I can use, and I'm like over it because it's $100 for just one thing. So I'm like, yeah, that's too much. But I just can't do it. And my skin just really does well with just super hydration. It's like, thank you. And anything else, it's tragic.
What do you use for exfoliant?
I use either the Leave It On one I've actually turned to Milky toners here lately. I love the Milky toners that do the hydrating as well. And the one that I've been using is the one by The Ordinary. I love it. It's hydrating, but it also sloughs off. I don't know. I can't talk. It sloughs off, the dead skin as well. So.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right. Yeah.
The Ordinary.
I don't have that. Yeah. I use Paula's Choice, the BHA and AHA, which is an exfoliant. And then I have a couple of exfoliating masks. I
Hmm.
don't use them as much as I should. And then I use that towel brush that cleans your face.
Okay. Okay.
But
I have not tried that. There's something I haven't tried.
well, I like the towel because it sits inside a light that disinfects the
Oh, I
bristles.
love that.
Yeah.
I
So,
love
with
that.
all the makeup that we're wearing and trying, I just wanted to make sure I was getting it really clean. Plus, it's microcirculation and it, kind of exfoliates.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have other things that I use for that, but it's very important to exfoliate based on your skin type, because
Yeah.
some will do it differently than others.
Yeah.
But let's see. So Karen says, great idea on layering the foundation. Definitely trying that. Absolutely. Yes, exfoliation every few days for me is really game changer. Said talk to the hand. Nadia says, I'll go back and watch this later. Thank you both. And
Oh,
you look beautiful. Thank you. And Talk to the Hand says, wow, 55, amazing. You look very youthful. And Talk to the Hand says, toners supposedly restore the skin's pH balance after washing. That is so true, but there's like a whole new kind of toner out now. And they're called milky toners or hydrating toners. So they do more than that. They can hydrate, they can exfoliate, and they can also balance your pH. So it's like
yeah.
magic.
Yeah, yeah. I got a bunch of them and I love using them. In fact, my extra spray bottle for one of them, I didn't toss it out because I like these thin moisturizer so much. That's essentially
Mhm.
what an essence is. That I put in some old, not old as in outdated, but some skincare products that I wasn't grabbing, I wasn't finding myself using. So I put the skincare in there, a couple of different kinds. One was like a serum, a vitamin C and antioxidants, and the other one was like a eye cream. And then I added a little bit of water and I shook it up and it's thin enough that it'll come out. And then I use it for my body.
Ooh. Ooh, I love that.
Don't you
I
like that
love
though?
that.
Because then you're not wasting that moisturizer. All you're doing is just adding a liquid to it to
I
make it
love that.
into an essence, basically, a milky essence, which is just a watery, moisturizer.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much. So, I want to give everybody one quick tip, and then I want you to tell everybody how to find you and where to follow you again. So, my esthetician the other day was meeting with her, and she was saying, your skin looks so hydrated. And I was like, thank you. I've been working on this. But she said, we were talking about skincare sets, and I said, well, I've gotten this one skincare set that I didn't really care for, and because it has fragrance in it. And I'm just really, really sensitive to everything. And she said, oh, tell everybody, use those on your feet. If you get a bad skincare set that you don't like, use it on your feet. I was
Yeah.
like, that's amazing. I love that.
Use it
So,
on your
well,
feet. And by the way, I use it on my arms because,
yes,
one of the things I notice is a lot of my female friends, they don't like showing their arms. They never want to wear short sleeves. And I just don't want to live in Southern California and feel like I can't show my arms. Now I know I have to wear
right.
sunscreen, but it's why I use all that skincare all over my arms. I'll even put my tretinoin on my arms.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
definitely products that aren't good for your face or you're just not grabbing, don't waste it. Just use it on your body, use
Absolutely.
it on your feet. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, one more time, tell everybody, please, how they can
Yeah.
follow you on YouTube and everywhere else. And also, um, anything else you want to tell everybody?
Yeah. So thank you for spending time with Camille and me. I can be found at Maxine's Revenge on YouTube, Maxine's Revenge on Instagram, Maxine's Revenge on Facebook, Maxine's Revenge on TikTok. There's a theme here. It's all Maxine's Revenge. I'm available for shopping through Camille's link. You get 10% off. I don't have any discounts on my site otherwise. I don't say give me your email and I'll give you 10% off or 15% off. I don't do that. It's just through I have like my core besties. There's just a few affiliates, and Camille has been one of the first. Um, and otherwise, yeah, I sell on my website, on TikTok Shop, and on Amazon, which is not important because you have the link and that will take you to a better deal. And yeah, I'm just enjoyed my first time going live on YouTube.
Well, I'm so glad you went live today. This is fun. This is fun for all of us. Just kind of have a little girlfriend time, kind of spread around little droplets and learn from everybody. And I will put that discount link here in just a few minutes in the description of this video after we post it, because if I put it in now, first of all, I don't know where to put it. I'll be very honest with you. And second of all, it will disappear anyway. So
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
in there in just a few minutes. And thanks so much, Leah, for going live. Thank you, everybody, for joining in with us. And if you have a question,
Yeah.
you can always email me at camille@camillecower.com or leave a comment after the video has been posted, okay?
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Leah, for joining
yeah,
us. You got to come back
thank
and hang out
you.
one time.
Yeah, I would love that. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to chat with you. And I learned a few things. So thank you.
Same here, same here. All right, love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.